Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Liana and I'm the Celtic Crocheter. If you're completely new to crochet, you are in the right place. I'm so happy to have you all here with me. Today we're starting from the very beginning, no experience needed. This is lesson 1 in our Crochet for Absolute Beginner series. Today we'll walk you through every little step slowly and clearly. My goal is to help you feel confident and calm as you start your crochet journey. Let's get started. Let's start with what you'll need today. Don't worry, don't need anything fancy at all. Grab yourself, if you've got any yarn to hand, something soft and smooth preferably. If you're heading to the shop, look for a medium weight, otherwise known as a worsted weight yarn, preferably in a light color, as it will help you see the stitches better. One thing you will learn, the darker the color is, the harder it is to see your stitches. You'll be looking also to grab yourself a hook, a 5mm hook, also known as a size H. But truly any hook you have will do just fine for today's lesson. This is the yarn I'll be using today. So it's just one that I picked up in Aldi's. Nice, cheap, handy. It's worst weight. It's nice. It's soft. Very easy to work with. Also, I have my handy little 5mm hook, if you can see that. Nice metal top. Preferably, if you can, get this type of hook rather than wooden ones, but again, whatever you have to hand will work fine. And if you have a couple of little stitch markers, these are very handy for when you're working on projects and stuff, to hold your stitch, so you can throw it into your handbag or the side of the couch or whatever while you're not working on it. Okay, so let's talk about how you're going to hold your hook and also your yarn. Now, one thing I will say before I say anything else is there's no right way and there's no wrong way. It's all about what feels natural to you and what feels comfortable in your own hands. Okay, so you just, let's say, pencil grip for the hook. You get a lot of people holding this, but then equally as much you get people with a knife grip. This is the one I use and the one you'll see me using in any of our tutorials. But as I said again, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's whatever's comfortable for yourself. Now, with the yarn, well, depending, you could be left or right-handed as well, so it all depends. I tend to put the end of the yarn down through my fingers. Working yarn comes up and over my index finger, and so when I'm actually crocheting, you'll see that I have it like this, and it keeps a nice bit of tension. But then you get other people, they prefer to wrap it to keep the tension and bring it up through the fingers over the working yarn as well. So it depends on it, but if you're finding you do this and you're getting too much tension, maybe just unravel it a little bit from your finger and try it. But again, no right way, no wrong way. Again, it's what feels comfortable for yourself. Okay, now we're going to try and make a slip knot. This is how we attach your yarn to your hook, creating a loop with your yarn and gently pulling the working strand through to form a second loop. But pop your hook through the yarn and pull it through gently, tightening it. Not too tight, you just want it snug. You don't want it to be too tight or you won't be able to work with it. So we'll go through that now. Okay, so we've got the end here. Okay, so you're going to wrap the bit that's attached to the ball around your fingers twice, You're going to just cross it over at the very top there. You're going to pick up your hook. Now we got the fan going, so it's blowing the yarn a little bit. So you're going to put it under the first and then hook the second strand and turn it around and pull, and that'll give you a loop. So you want it that you can move it comfortably up and down. Okay, we'll show you that again one more time. Okay, end coming through your hand, working bit of yarn, wrap it around 2 fingers and over, so you have 2 loops at the top of your fingers here. So under the first one, up between them, hook it into the second one and pull it through, and then tighten it up. Again, make sure it's not too tight or too loose, because if it's too loose they're going to come off and you're going to have big gaps as well. Now we're going to start working a foundation chain. So this is the basis for almost every project that you're going to make. Okay, so you're going to keep your finger kind of, I keep my finger on the stitch that's on your hook, because it's more comfortable. You can guide it a little bit more. I keep the end of the yarn, the non-working part, in between my 2 fingers here, and the index finger holds the yarn that we're going to be using to wrap around the hook and work with. So this bit would be called your working yarn. Okay, so you're going to get your hook, you're going to bring it down the left side of your hook, of your yarn, sorry, wrap the yarn around it, twist it back so the face of the crochet hook is facing back towards your hand, and then slowly pull it through, keeping a firm hold down here, and pull it through, and you've made 1 chain. Okay, but keep a hold of this bit here, because it's not going to come through and you're going to lose control of the yarn. Okay, so we'll try to wrap it around, pull through. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to try make up 11 stitches. Okay, so we've already got 2 here. So this is 1, this little V here, that's 1, that one's 2, we don't count the one on the hook. This is now 3, wrap, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we've got 11 stitches, and they can all be identified by these little V's, as you see. I can go through them in a bit more detail for you now. We're just going to get our stitch marker and we're going to pop that in through the loop that's on the hook so we don't lose it. I'm just going to take the hook out there now for a moment, so we're going to go through the stitches with you. Okay, so this is the front side, so this would be the top and the bottom. Okay, so each V here is a stitch, so you should have 11 V's, not including the one you have your stitch marker in. Okay, so keep practicing that, and hopefully you'll have something that resembles something similar to what I have here. And in lesson 2 I'm going to teach you how to go and do a single crochet. Okay, hope this wasn't too much for you today, but keep practicing. As I say, practice makes perfect. Thank you all for joining me on lesson 1. If you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more crochet tutorials. We'll move on to learning more stitches in lesson 2. Can't wait to see you all there. Until next time, happy crocheting and take care.